After one game of the La Liga, we are at the bottom of the table with 0 points. But, with one click of the button, we magically go to the top. Technically, it counts. Hello guys, and welcome back to the second episode of Replicating Ranieri with Real Betis, where today we are playing our second and third matches of the La Liga season against Valencia and Getafe. Since last time out, we haven't done any transfer business, but the weird thing is, I do not feel like this job is nearly done on the transfer front. We did sell one player that we didn't really need anymore, Canales. I think he has been there for quite some time, and with 5.5 million on the table, I couldn't say no. I think that is more than a good deal for him. And this is the squad that we're going with for this match up against Valencia. I think it's a pretty good squad. I think that we can surely come away with at least a point, maybe. I'm just feeling hopeful right now. My confidence has well and truly been shattered after that game against Barcelona, where we scored first, but then everything went terribly after a couple of minutes. But we are going to try and forget about that and go straight into this game. New formation, slightly new tactic, and see if we can come away with all 3 points, or at least a point against Valencia. Also worth mentioning that we do have the debutant in the form of Akanji. Hopefully he will play well for us. Hopefully he can keep a clean sheet, because that is exactly what we need to do after a terrible defensive performance against Barcelona. To be fair to us, they scored a lot of free kicks, and they are difficult to defend when it's Messi and Griezmann taking the free kicks. But let's forget about that. I'm not dwelling on it. Let's see if we can come away with a win. Come on. Please. Valencia with a free kick. And the set pieces are going to be the death of us this season. If we can't sort this out, we will finish bottom of the table if we keep giving away this many brilliant set piece opportunities. And of course, Barrejo puts it into the back of the net. A little glimmer of hope went into my brain as our goalkeeper dived the right way. But it is 1-0, and it's only 20 minutes gone, and we're still 20th place in the league. This is not the way I thought this season was going to go. Now we're on the ball, and it is William Carvalho on it. He is our captain for the season, so surely he can show some captaincy and help us get back into the game. Akanji plays it up to Juanimi. Yep, let's go with that. And Borja Iglesias has a hit from range, and he puts it into the back of the net. I was very, very tempted to start Laureen instead of him, but I have decided to play him, and I am certainly happy that I decided to do that. He is the more experienced and overall better player, and we almost score a second goal there. Who was that headed it against the bar? Either way, it was a very, very, very good chance. And now we are coming straight back at them again. We're getting the chances flown at us. Pavon on the ball, looking to cross it into the middle, but it goes straight at Gaia, and now it could be Valencia breaking away unless we manage to come away with the ball at some point. Tadic plays his player through. Just ignore me. And now they're still on the ball, shooting it from range. I don't know if it was a shot or a cross, but that one was definitely a shot, and it goes into the back of the net. And as soon as I get excited about something, that gets ripped away. Spain is a cruel country, I'll tell you guys that much for free. Half time, and again, statistically, we're doing fine. On the score line, we're not doing fine. 2-1 down. And I don't know what to say to them. Actually, I know exactly what to say to them. I'm not happy with the performance. We need to be doing better than this. We need to be competing for the win here. A draw is acceptable. A loss is not. A win is brilliant. So let's go out and get it. Gosh, they should have had that as an option, because that would have really fired up the team. Akanji on the ball, looking to play it to a very, very short pass there, but eventually we do play it back to the goalkeeper, and you guys know, if you've been watching these series for a long time, that's exactly what we like to do. Build from the goalkeeper and move up the pitch, and surely it's going to end up with a goal. Pavon on the ball, running for quite some time, going absolutely nowhere, but he does eventually pass it. Now our left back plays it back to Carvalho, and we're linking up quite well, doing some nice tiki-taka play. Definitely got that off Barcelona after last time, but it ends with a pretty poor shot that goes straight at the goalkeeper. But at least we're getting opportunities in this half. Come on, if we can keep going in that way, surely a second goal isn't too far away. Again, an opportunity for us. William Carvalho on the ball, dwelling on it for quite some time. He's lucky he didn't lose it there. But eventually it comes down to Borja Iglesias and he scores once again. A great knockdown by Pavon, I believe that was. And we are 2-2 on the scoreline. And honestly, if we keep going this way, it could go to 3-2 to us if we manage to put one into the back of the net. And we do have a chance right now. And it is us on the attack. Hopefully we keep a hold of it and keep it as our chance. Fekir looking to have a shot, and it goes, not quite straight at the goalkeeper, to the left of him a bit. He had to do a whole step to the side there. Could have been a worse effort. I think I'm going to make my first substitution of the game now. Playing two deep line playmakers isn't actually going terribly, but I do think I'm going to take one of them off in the form of Rodriguez. And, I think Vidal can play as a box-to-box midfielder in this match. I think he'll do a good job in that role. Hopefully, it creates a wee bit more of a change, because that's what we need in these last few minutes. You know what, we're going to say, show some passion for 10 more minutes. See if we can come away with a winner. If we do, this would be an amazing result and a really good way to bounce back after a terrible game against Barcelona. 3 minutes left to go of regulation time, and we do have an opportunity. Come on, boys, come on. If I say come on enough, surely they'll score. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I've been reading the Football Manager manual, and saying come on typically helps. This joke has not been funny for any of that time, so I don't know why I went with it for so long. But we are still on the ball, and Vidal plays it back to Carvalho, and now we are in the right sort of area. He has a shot, and it goes straight at the goalkeeper that time, but a ball goes back into the middle. Unfortunately, Pavon can't get his head on it. We're still in the right area. I'm just hoping that this chance isn't over just yet. Pavon, come on, beat him. Put a ball into the middle. Do something. And eventually, I thought it was going to come to Iglesias to get his hat-trick in this game. You know what? Screw it. We're going for a positive mentality for the last few minutes. One more chance is all we need. And we do have it. If we score now, I'm a tactical genius. That's all I'm saying. If I score now, it is because I move to a positive mentality. And honestly, you should just let me complete the challenge right here, right now. If we score, this counts as the completion of the replicating Ranieri challenge, and Pavon does score for his first goal of the season. What an amazing end to the game. Last few seconds, and the full-time whistle is going to blow any second now. And what a bounce back after the game against Barcelona. I'm so happy I decided to record these games, because that one makes it all worth it. A great win for the boys, a comeback, and that is exactly what we wanted, 3-2. And we are certainly feeling more confident about the season coming up this year. Get in! Iglesias, the man of the match, and Pavon with the last-minute winner. A great win, and probably the best game that I've shown on camera so far in this series. Let's jump straight into the next one. Actually, let's jump into the transfer action and see if we can bring anyone in. And I'll let you know if anything interesting does occur, but I almost guarantee it won't be anything more interesting than that match. It's time to jump into our second match of the episode against Getafe, but before we do that, we have made a signing, and it is another loan move. If anyone wants to call me up on the unrealisticness of making this many loan moves, just how do you think I'm meant to do the challenge without it? I'm bad enough at the game as is. Please cut me some slack. We've brought Romero in from Juventus, and he looks like an amazing centre-back to come next to Akanji, and with those stats I don't see how we will get any goals conceded this game. Surely that backline looks amazing now. It looks really, really good, and I'm happy with the way that the team has come together now, and I think that we're probably ready to say that this is about as good as it's going to get. Don't get me wrong, I'm still looking at other players, and we might not be done just yet, but I think this one is good enough to really challenge for some top spots in this league. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into this game, and hopefully we can prove myself right and come away with all 3 points. We're starting on a balanced mentality, but we'll move up to a positive one if we feel the need to. But to be honest, touch wood, I've been known to predict things wrong. I think we should be winning this game pretty comfortably. I don't think there's a single player in that Getafe squad that I recognise. Obviously, whether or not I know a player isn't actually a good judgment of whether or not they're good or not. But I feel like the fact that no players that I recognise or think are good in this game are in their squad we should be able to win this one comfortably. That first chance was unfortunately not a goal for us, but we do have another one straight away, and this time I promise I'll actually focus on it. Fekir on the ball, running down the left, and he does win what looks like might be a penalty. The referee points to the spot, and Borja Iglesias is going for his third goal of the season. Surely he can't miss from 10 yards, is it? Oh, I'm not sure. And he doesn't miss. Back of the net, bottom left corner. We do not mind that. 1-0 up after 22 minutes, and that certainly puts the pressure off for the rest of the 90 minutes. Come on, boys. Let's keep it up and add to our tally before halftime. You know, I'm going to predict that we're going to get at least one more goal before halftime. Every time I make those predictions, they don't go right. But with 2 minutes to go until halftime, can this be the first time I ever make a bet and win it? Come on, let's go for it. Romero on the ball, on his debut, playing a beautiful ball to Akanji, and beautiful stuff. The team know exactly what I love to do. Play back to the goalkeeper and regroup. Akanji to Rodriguez, up to Pavon eventually, the man who won the game for us last time out. He tries to shoot from an absolutely horrendous angle and distance, and it doesn't look like we're going to be getting that one goal that I said we would get. But nonetheless, we're still playing very well. I'm happy with the performance. I don't think I need to say don't get complacent. They've only had one shot. If they do end up getting anything from this match, it'll be an absolute FM performance from them. So hopefully we do come away with all 3 points. Maybe I could move to a positive mentality, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to leave things as is and see how it goes for the next 30 minutes of the game. Gosh, that second half time has already flown by. We've got our first chance now, and it looks like it could be going Getafe's way if we don't be careful and get the ball back off them. And they are playing it around quite well, but, you know, it's early days in the highlight. We might be able to get it back yet, but it looks like they are the ones that are going to be creating this chance. They are running down the left, playing it into the middle. Not the left, the right. Oh my goodness, good thing I'm not a navigational system. That was a terrible joke. Pavon, running through the middle. Hopefully he can have a better shot than last time, but again, it goes straight at the goalkeeper, and actually I am going to move onto a positive mentality. I know I said if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but I feel like it's slightly broken. You know, it's not quite fully broken. It's like when you buy a car and the guy's like, oh, it needs this fixed and this fixed, but it still runs fine. That's kind of the broken. It's not completely broken, but it could do a bit better, and Borja Iglesias does do a little bit better there by putting his second goal into the back of the net, and now I feel a bit of vindication for my change to positive, and I feel a lot more comfortable as we go into the last few minutes of the second half. Surely we come away with all 3 points from here, and one more chance just before I get a chance to have a breather and just simulate the game, but it looks like we might be getting another one. I thought that banner coming down was the goal, but unfortunately for us, it goes over the bar. And now I have a wee breather. Gosh, I talk about breathers so much in this. You think that I've got like some disorder where I can't talk for more than like 2 minutes at a time. Our last chance of the match looks like it's coming our way. And you know what? I just remembered that I said at the start of the match, surely we're not going to concede a goal. Surely we keep a clean sheet. What? No way I make a prediction and it's right. It looks like we might be having one more chance to add to our tally and get a goal. If they do score here, I'd be very disappointed because they have not been in it at all. But luckily for us, it is Pavon that puts the last goal of the game surely into the back of the net. 3-0 advantage, and if we keep a clean sheet, I will be very happy with the performance. Gosh, I haven't made a single substitution, and everyone's tired. What am I on about? Let's make some switches now. Those changes hardly get an opportunity to show what they've got, and the clock does tick down. A 3-0 win, a very good performance, and I feel very confident about the season coming up now. As long as we don't have to play Barcelona away from home again, which we don't because that is not how football seasons work, we should be able to do all right in this league. We're on the same amount of points as Barcelona, actually. I mean, they've got a much higher goal difference than us, but I mean, surely that's a good thing. 2 wins, 1 loss. Could have been worse for the first 3 games of the season, and I'm happy that we've turned it around. Let's take a look at what is going on in the inbox. I think we've had some offers made for Sydney. Nothing that I'm wanting right now, but we are still looking to get rid of a few players and recoup that money into some new investments, but that is not quite the amount we want for that man just yet. But that is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode in this series. We'll probably come back sometime around, I'm not sure actually. I'll come back when I come back, I'll see you when I see you. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all later.